This short video intends to demonstrate how you can easily deploy IBM Operational Decision Manager on top of a virtual Red Hat OpenShift environment. Following the documentation, we'll start by creating an OpenShift project similar to a namespace on vanilla Kubernetes. Before running our OC create or apply command that's going to be leveraging the same, let's take a quick look at our YAML file that basically describes all the objects or resources that the underlying Kubernetes engine will be responsible for deploying and maintaining over time. It starts with the PVCs that will be claiming 2 GB of space from a persistent volume that was created when we first deployed the cluster. It is followed by a service definition that's going to be leveraged for mapping and exposing relevant ports through the route we're going to be creating later on. Within our deployment, we can see the number of replicas or pods that are going to be deployed, as well as the image that's going to be leveraged for creating those containers. We then define our readiness and liveness props that Kubernetes will be leveraging as a health check mechanism before serving traffic or deciding to replace unhealthy pods. We're now ready to run the OC create command, providing it the path to the YAML file sitting on our local file system. We can monitor the deployment by running relevant OC commands or by just looking at the OpenShift web console. We can go ahead and check our deployment. That, as you can see, shows 0 as our pod or containers is actually still starting. Let's switch to the command line to monitor the status of that container, which is now running, as we can see here on the deployment now. We can now go and expose our service by creating this route, running this OC expose service command. By going back to the console and on the routes, we can find the same tied to this 9060 port we've seen earlier on, with a link to the service now up and running. We can now go and access all relevant ODM components running within our container. And even test this sample decision service.